Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you made it past our first set of slides, then let's move on to the capital requirements slides. Basically, what this video is going to be about is the minimum investment and just a few general ideas in what's needed to get started in investing. So what we're going to cover in this video is the bare essentials that you need to know for starting up a share account, how much you're going to need to trade, and as well is the full-time trading costs associated with being a day trader or a full-time trader. So basically this is just to let you know exactly what's needed if you want to stop working and pursue trading as a full-time career. So the first set of things you'll probably face when you're looking at the world of trading is the broker fees. This might feel like something or seem like something that's really straightforward, but there's actually multiple pricing structures of how brokerage fees are broken down. So basically there's three main pricing models. The first one is per trade, so every time you make a transaction, be that buying or selling. The next one is a monthly flat fee for trading whatever volume you need, and the other one is on a per share basis. So depending on your strategy, there's a few considerations to be made here. So a few considerations just in terms of sizing how much your trading account is going to be is you've really got to think how much money can you actually afford, and what we mean by this is how much money can you afford to lose in an absolute worst case scenario. So essentially you might think that you're an amazing trader, but a lot of the time what happens with people who start in the market is they can either lose all of their investment or a substantial part. So make sure whatever money you can use when you start your trading account is something that you can afford to lose. So in terms of thinking about how much you have to lose, you've actually got to take into account what kind of strategy you're going to pursue as a trader. Are you going to be a full-time trader working from home? Are you going to be a part-time trader who has a full-time job? What is the kind of outcome that you want from trading? So do you want to make an income out of this, or do you want to be a millionaire out of it? And what kind of support structure do you have in place, just in terms of if everything goes horrifically wrong, do you have a fallback position? So the considerations you need to think of is how much do you think you actually need to make a living from trading? Some people think it's $50,000, some people think it's $100,000. Realistically, if you want to make 1 or 2% off the stock market a week with a $50,000 account, you will make about $500 a week from that account. In saying that, you could also lose $500 a week in that account. So you really have to think, how much money do I need to trade? So in terms of trading, you're going to have to ask yourself, what do I expect to make a year if I'm an investor? What do I expect to make a day if I'm a day trader? Or do you want to be an index trader? So we'll have more on this in some of our later videos. But in general, what you want to think about is how much money do I have to invest that I can potentially earn? The other side of it is lose. So if you have $50,000 and make 10% of that a year, you're going to make about $5,000 a year. Is that enough for you to live on? You've got to think about those kind of issues. So where we would suggest you go from here is get familiar with a brokerage, an online brokerage preferably, where you have quite limited exposure to fees. You can use an actual stockbroker, but if you're willing or wanting to pay $50 to $100 per transaction, then you're absolutely welcome to, but we wouldn't suggest that, obviously. What we'd suggest is looking at the three main ones that we've used in our time, and one that I'd highly recommend for beginners is TD Ameritrade. So basically the interface is very easy to understand, it's really easy to set up online, and I suppose it's very easy to actually pick stocks and just buy them and add to a portfolio. So TD Ameritrade for kind of a passive investor, someone getting familiar with the investing game, I'd highly recommend. Interactive Brokers is currently the one I'm using at the moment. So it's an extremely powerful, low cost, customizable platform. And I suppose the huge advantage of Interactive Brokers is you can actually develop your own algorithms and actually do a bit of programming if you know what you're doing. The other thing for day trading is if you want to get into day trading, and obviously we don't recommend this for someone who's just starting off, Speed Trader is excellent because you have extremely quick trade execution, very low fees, and the data is streaming live. So again, if I was looking at all three of these brokers and I was just starting out in trading, TD Ameritrade would be a great space to start. So as part of our introduction to getting to learn how to trade, what we suggest is sign up for a broker. So we've given you three examples on the previous slide, obviously you've got to do your own due diligence and look for something that appeals to you. There's a lot of information online that will kind of give you the pros and cons and benefits of each broker. Obviously, look, a lot of people are trying to sell you stuff, so just try and be mindful of this and always pay attention to the fees. What you'll be asked to fill out is a W8BEN form. Basically, this is a form that says if you're trading outside the US, that we know who you are and that you can send money back and forward from one country to another. The third is either deposit funds using a bank transfer, or what we might suggest if you are an absolute novice to trading is open something called a paper trading account. And basically what a paper trading account is a fake account where you have about $100,000 or $1 million, and it can help you test out a few strategies. So if you want to get started and build some investments, you can either deposit funds, or if you're going to look at a day trading type scenario, just try a paper trading account for now. So thanks for watching again. I hope you found this useful. What we're going to do as part of the next steps is basically go over a screen of a stock chart and break it down for you in absolute layman's terms. So we'll just show you what the price is, what a bid is, what an ask is, and try and tackle a few of the really basic terminology that we found very difficult when we started out. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please comment below. Thanks very much.